Hey guys, this is your drama reading passage for the week, kind of to prepare you for the CBA this week. It's called Vote for Who. This is a drama passage and there's questions attached. Make sure you read the drama. This is fiction. Use your fiction strategies to complete this passage and answer the questions. You will need separate sheets of paper to perform your strategies while completing this drama passage. Remember, you never know when a strategies grade will be taken. Put your last name, put your first name. Make sure you choose your language arts teacher. Also, when you're writing your last name and your first name, make sure you capitalize the first letter. It is a proper noun. Be proud of your name. Don't lowercase it. This is not texting. This is professional work. Here's the passage. Vote for who? The cast is Rebecca, Jameer, Oscar, Mrs. Moore, Principal Darrow. Scene 1. Rebecca and Oscar stand just outside a set of gymnasium doors in a school hallway with lockers and campaign posters on the wall that read, Rebecca Mills for president and have no fear, vote for Jameer. A crowd of cheering students can be heard through the doors. Rebecca and Oscar are talking in hushed tones as Mrs. Moore approaches with the camera. Mrs. Moore, just one more photograph for the yearbook before your big moment. Stand together and smile. Oscar stands tall and flashes a dazzling smile, and Rebecca looks hesitant and weary by comparison. Oscar, come on and smile already. Isn't this the day we've been waiting for? Don't you just love that sound? Doesn't all that cheering and send chills running through your spine? Rebecca, it sure does, but not the way you're thinking. I don't know if I want to go out there. Mrs. Moore, don't lose hope, Rebecca. You've talked about being student council president all month. What about all those passionate speeches you made? Rebecca, Oscar wrote most of those, and besides, they were in front of single classes. This is the entire school. Mrs. Moore, what about all those eye-catching posters, your flyers, and those articles in the school newspaper? Rebecca, sulking even more. Oscar wrote them all, but with my input. I have great ideas. I just don't know how to enact them. Oscar, putting his arm around his friend. With me as your campaign manager, you never have to worry about that. Just give me your ideas and the whole world will be singing your praises. Mrs. Moore, I have to admit, Rebecca, you two make a stellar political team. She takes a picture and begins to walk through the doors. Remember, you go up to the podium after Principal Darrow makes a brief speech, and Oscar will give you the signal to come in. Good luck! She exits through the doors. Oscar, turning to Rebecca, you're going to do just fine, just as long as you stop worrying so much. He taps the top of her head with his finger. With that brain of yours and all the genius ideas stored up in there, you're going to make some really big changes in this school. He opens the door and slips into the gym as Principal Darrow begins to speak inside. Rebecca. After standing alone for a few moments in a nervous silence, she begins to speak to herself. I know I have a lot of good ideas, but this doesn't feel like one of them. Jameer, from behind Rebecca. That's the smartest thing I've heard all day. Jameer walks up behind her. The two are alone as Principal Darrow speaks inside the gymnasium. I think everyone in the world is more excited about this debate than I am. Rebecca, debate? Jameer, I didn't know we were debating. I thought this was just a speech. I'm not ready for a debate. Jameer holding up his hand. Whoa, I didn't mean it like that. It's like Oscar said, two opposing speeches is a debate where nobody talks to each other. That guy sure does know his politics. Rebecca, have you been talking to my campaign manager about politics? Jameer, your campaign manager? I thought he was my campaign manager. Rebecca, he made all of my posters and helped me write all of my speeches. I couldn't have made it this far without him. He helped you too? Jameer, yeah, he convinced me to run for student council president. To tell you a secret, lowering his voice, I don't even really want the job. I don't mind the hard work. I just don't know what I would do if I actually won. Rebecca, I don't actually want to win anymore either. I have plenty of ideas, but I'm so tired of trying to make everybody happy all the time. It's overwhelming. She pauses, then smiles and taps the top of her head like Oscar did. You know what? I think I just had my greatest idea, one that can change the entire campaign. Jameer, raising an eyebrow. You look like the cat that ate the canary. What's this great idea you're hiding? Rebecca whispers into Jameer's ear, and they nod to each other with eager smiles on their faces. Jameer, you really are a genius. Scene 2. Principal Darrow stands at the podium in the middle of the gymnasium and claps along with all the other students as Jameer and Rebecca walk up to the podium steps with Oscar behind them. Principal Darrow, and now it is my pleasure to introduce the two opponents who hope to win your votes in the upcoming election. We will now hear 2 speeches and then, Jameer interrupting, actually, 1 speech will do just fine. Rebecca and Jameer both stand at the microphone. Rebecca, after giving the situation a lot of thought, both Jameer and I have decided that the best person for the job is not on the ballot. You need someone who understands politics. Jameer, someone who can convince people to work hard for a good cause. Rebecca, and someone who knows how to listen to people with good ideas. That is why both Jameer and I are going to step out of this race and nominate Oscar Cruz for Student Council President. Oscar steps up to the podium, shock and obvious delight written all over his face. Question 1. What is the most important idea expressed in this drama? A. Hidden talents are the best surprises. B. Competing with a good friend usually damages the friendship. C. School elections are not a good idea because they cause too much stress. D. People should be honest with themselves about their strengths and weaknesses. Question 2. Read line 4 from the drama. The phrase, send chills running up your spine, shows that Oscar thinks Rebecca should feel A. Anxious, B. Cold, C. Excited, D. Proud. Let's read the line. Oscar, come on and smile already. Isn't this the day we've been waiting for? Don't you just love that sound? Doesn't all that cheering send chills running up your spine? How does he think that she should feel? Question 3. In which word do the letters ATE mean the same as in the word passionate? Use a dictionary to help you. A. Activate, B. Affectionate, C. Climate, D. Create. Which one of these words is similar to the word passionate? Question 4. Read line 10 from the drama. Oscar's words show that he is A. Confident, B. Dishonest, C. Proud, D. Worried. Oscar, putting his arms around his friend. With me as your campaign manager, you never have to worry about that. Just give me your ideas and the whole world will be singing your praises. Which one of these words shows how Oscar is? Question 5. What kind of person is Rebecca? A. Somewhat shy, B. Jealous of others, C. Selfish and sneaky, D. Extremely outspoken. Question 6. Read the sentences from lines 14 and 15 of the drama. Which word best describes Rebecca's tone in these lines? Jameer, from behind Rebecca. That's the smartest thing I've heard all day. Jameer walks up behind her. The two are alone as Principal Darrow speaks inside the gymnasium. I think everyone in the world is more excited about this than I am. Rebecca, debate? Jameer, I didn't know we were debating. I thought this was just a speech. I'm not ready for a debate. What's her tone? Angry, energized, panicked, or thrilled? Question 7. Read line 22 from the drama. Jameer compares Rebecca to the cat that ate the canary because Rebecca looks A. Aggressive, B. Confused, C. Mean, or D. Mischievous. Jameer, raising an eyebrow. You look like the cat that ate the canary. What's this great idea you're hiding? So when Jameer says this, he's saying this because Rebecca looks what? Question 8. Read the sentence from line 31 of the drama. In this sentence, the word nominate means to A. Acknowledge, B. Appoint, C, elect. D, suggest. Rebecca. And someone who knows how to listen to people with good ideas. That is why both Jameer and I are going to step out of this race and nominate Oscar Cruz for Student Council President. What does that mean? Acknowledge, appoint, elect, or suggest. Use your dictionary to help you. Question 9. The purpose of the final or last sage direction in this is to show that Oscar, it says, Oscar steps up to the podium, shock and obvious delight written all over his face. Oscar A is tricked Rebecca and Jameer. B is confused about what Rebecca said. C will try to become the student council president. D does not want to be student council president. All right, good luck.